YouTube, it is I, Zachmander, your coach of the Canadian Sarah Luges. What am I doing on this YouTube channel? This isn't my channel. This is Josh's channel, and unfortunately, he lost his voice, so I'll be taking over the commentary side of things. He sent me his recording, so we're gonna take a watch. He's fighting Sqeaks in the CMM. I'm also in this draft league, so pretty cool, or yeah. And what's it called? Sqeaks I've known for a while. He was in the first ever league I was in, so I'm excited to see this battle. I'm excited to see how Josh does against him. Hoping my boy wins. That's always what I'm hoping for. Since I don't get a battle Sqeaks, Josh can do it for me, So the 6 he has a Scizor here, he's a Clodsire here, he has an Urshifu single strike, he has a Dragonite, a Terapagos, and a Primarina. So this makes sense into his squad. I know Sqeaks has a Terra Iron Crown, a Roaring Moon, a Chestnut, I think he has a Rotom Heat, if I'm not mistaken. He has a few other threats as well. So yeah, this team makes sense on paper. So I'm excited to see how Josh does. So yeah, let's get the video started. So he's loading up here. We got the Kanto music. We got his peak music playing. We have to respect the Cantonian music. I hope the audio levels are okay. I think they're okay. But yeah. So he's got Claude, Tarap, D-Knight, Urshifu Single, Scizor, and Prim. So let's see what Sqeaks decides to bring against his squad. So Sqeaks brought Kilowattrel, Zoroark Hisui, Donphan, Roaring Moon, Toxicroak, and Volcanion. No Iron Crown. I'm a little surprised about that. I felt like Iron Crown wasn't terrible into this team. Psyshock for Clodsire. Power Herb Tarap is really cool. I do really like the Blunder Policy Prim. That is so funny. So Sqeaks Terra Captain here is Toxicroak, I'm pretty sure, this game. Kilowattrel does make sense in this team, but I feel like Claude just walls it. I don't know the full-on matchup, so I'm only giving my brief analysis here. But what I could see from both sides, that Zoroark is going to be annoying for Josh. But also, Donphan doesn't look half bad either. But I do think Josh's Tarap here on Power Herb, I'm guessing it's Meteor Beam or something. So that is going to be really cool for that Volcanion. So if he can catch that, that'd be really good. Urshifu also looks incredible here. No Sylveon. I know Sqeaks had a Sylveon. I don't know why he didn't bring Sylveon. He has an you have a Urshifu here, but let's see what he's cooking. Let's see what they're cooking. So Resto, Chesto, Claude. That's really cool. So what would I lead with if I'm Josh? I don't hate the Ursh lead. I don't even hate a Scizor lead. Volcanion lead is definitely potential, but yeah, Ursh seems to be like a dedicated lead here. So Ursh makes sense. Focus Sash lead, always nice. No Fairy type. Means that this Urshifu can actually go insane. So I wouldn't be surprised if you actually want to preserve this Mon. I'm a little worried about that Donphan though. That Donphan could be really scary. I want to maybe consider leading Primarina, but this Volcanion is actually a huge problem for you. You need to break down this Pokemon. For sure. This Volcanion is probably the biggest threat. Roaring Moon is also pretty scary as well. You have Prim, though. Prim can help with that Mon a lot. Kilowattrel, Speed Tier is also really valuable here. So, I wish Sqeaks brought Sylveon, though. But, yeah, I think without Sylveon, this Ursh can actually pop off. You just need to kill that Donphan, Sucker Punch the Zoroark. Zoroark could have Willow. I'm pretty sure it's Will-O-Wisp. So there's some mind games there. Sucker Punch does look really good here. You do have to also watch out for Toxicroak. That could be a Terra Fairy one. I'm not sure what the Terra type's on that. I know Josh didn't bring a Terra because I think his Terras are Arcanine and Espeon. See, like, this is me super knowledgeable here about Josh's team here. I'm just so knowledgeable on this, guys. So yeah, good luck to both of them. Sqeaks got the mascot. Josh got Charizard, part of his mascot. So we see Sqeaks leads with Falcon. That's Kilo, right? Yeah! Okay, so we got the Kilo lead into the Ursh lead. This is not very good for Josh. I think Sqeaks is going to hard U-turn here. Would I stay in here? I mean, it's a good play. I do think the U-turn is very free here. I would have probably swapped Claude there, but you do catch a U-turn, so you do just get a free Trailblaze off. I understand the vision here. This is a good predict, but I do think the U-turn is just obvious here. I would bring U-turn here into a Claude team, definitely. But yeah, Trailblaze makes a lot of sense. I do feel like you would wanted to keep the Sash on this, but yeah, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I think Trailblazing's good here. Getting that speed boost, breaking early with this Mon is huge, because this Mon is a problem for Sqeaks. Without Sylveon, this Mon can click buttons. Yeah. So, Sqeaks is thinking here, do I U-turn? Do I scout for Sucker Punch? Because Bandit Sucker Punch might just kill this thing. So, you actually might want to hard swap this one. So this Trailblaze play could be really good if he does just hard swaps here. Yeah, this is really good then. Okay, never mind. Josh is the GOAT. Josh is the GOAT of Pokemon. So Black Widow, that is Toxicroak. Okay. This is a pretty good position for Josh here. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure how much damage this is going to do, the Wicked Blow. I feel like you have to commit to it at this point. Would you Trailblaze again? I feel like you Wicked Blow. Okay, if it's Terra Fairy, you have to... Well, if you Terra Fairy, then you actually just Scizor range it, right? But I do think you'd want to keep this around. Yeah, Clodsire is a very safe switch in here. You could also go Scizor. Scizor on the Terra Fairy is really smart. Oh, Scizor is his Terra Captain. Okay, my bad. It's Scizor and Espeon. I thought it was Arcanine. Scizor Terra is so sick, by the way. But yeah, Terra Water, you do have to be careful of Dry Skin here. This does resist its stabs, so it may not feel the need to Terra, but I assume it Terras here. Okay, no, he does not. Okay. He does just CC hard. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Okay. That makes sense, though. But now the defenses are lowered, so now you can scare this thing out. Oh, can you, though? Probably can. Toxicroak is faster than this thing, so this Toxicroak can kind of just click CC on this entire team. This is definitely an aggressive switch for sure. I'm assuming it's Terra Fairy, so I get that play. But now you're in a rough position now where Scizor's health is really low. So you're definitely in a rough patch here. So what would I do here? I mean, I see the -1 defense, I assume this thing's going to switch, right? Like, I could bluff Choice Scarf here. Like, Choice Scarf Scizor is a real set. Respect the Choice Scarf. -1 defense. I mean, I would either knock here or I would hard swap. Okay, no, Terra makes a lot of sense. I don't think you need to pop it yet, though. Bullet Punch makes a lot of sense because he does swap, yeah. I would have maybe knocked off there, but Bullet Punch also makes a lot of sense. It is a tough turn for you. Iron Man. Who is that? I was going to say there's no... Okay, okay, this makes sense. I was like, where's the Iron Crown? Yeah, this Pokemon is a problem for you, by the way. Yeah, you need to swap. Yeah, this Pokemon's rough for you. Yeah, Cloud makes sense here. This Volcanion is probably the biggest issue for you. I'm glad you kept your Ursh Focus Sash here, though. I think that was really good on you. So let's see. What's Sqeaks going to do here? If I'm Sqeaks here, I'm clicking Flamethrower. Because there is, like, no real switching. I could also consider a Will-O-Wisp here. Will-O-Wisp also makes a lot of sense if you're running that move. But I would Flamethrower. I would never click a Poison move. Yeah, I'd always Flamethrower because Cloud seems like a pretty obvious switch. Or Will-O-Wisp. Or even make a double. But I feel like Will-O-Wisp is a kind of good mid-ground play. Where if you have a Will-O-Wisp. If you don't have Will-O-Wisp, then Fire move makes sense. I could also see him doubling here. You could double into Roaring Moon. And just, like, set up a DD. Or just click Knock. Honestly, Knock off into this team is going to be really good for Sqeaks. So, yeah, there's a lot of plays you can make here. Josh does hard swap. I would swap, too. This is a very bad position for you. Okay, so he does opt to stay in. Unless his Scizor is faster than the Volcanion. Let's see. Does he click the Will-O-Wisp or the Flamethrower? He does Earth Power. Okay, so he hard reads the Claude. That makes sense. That didn't do that much. I would definitely not say. I don't think that's Sqeaks. But maybe it is. I don't know. Clodsire is really bulky. Curse does make sense here. Does he have a ground resist? He has Kilo, right? But this thing also just shits on Kilo. So, like... Yeah, Resto Chesto over Recover is interesting, though. It means that you only get one shot to pop this. And that is a little scary. I feel like Donphan's super free here. I think you just go Donphan. Or even Kilo, but I think Donphan is just the better switch here. You get a free key, right? Drax. That's Donphan, right? Yeah, Donphan. I figured. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit scary for you. Now, you can definitely bluff Weakness Policy here, which is nice. Here, though, I don't know the calcs exactly, but I'd either Hard Swap or click Rest here. This is definitely not a great Pokemon to be in on. But you do also want Chip on this Pokemon. Because this sturdy... Okay, you click it again. Okay, so... Obviously, I don't know the exact calcs on this Donphan here. This Donphan could... He could also be making a read. Donphan can easily set up rocks here. I think this is a very easy rocks. This could also be... If this Donphan's set up to set up as well. If Donphan has Roar... I don't think you'd run Roar into this team, though. But it probably has, like, Shard, Earthquake, maybe Rock, Spin, for example. Pretty simple set. I do think Stealth Rocks is a very free play here, so this Curse play does make a lot of sense. I do really like this play from Josh's behalf. So let's see what he does here. Let's see what Sqeaks does. So yeah, the double curse, a great play here. I am so vibing with this Gen 1 music, by the way. Yep, he gets up the rocks. So that was a very good play on Josh's part. Now this Clodsire is going to be eating those Earthquakes from this Donphan here. And you are still bluffing that weakness policy. I'm not sure how much it does exactly, but do you just click it again? Do you just go EQ here? I mean, even if you go Kilo, like, you're not getting punished, really. You could also pop your rest here. I don't hate that play either, but I also think EQing is a little bit... Okay, you did curse again. Okay. So, obviously, I'm not unaware of the calcs here. So, this is not going to do anything, is it? Oh, he got a crit. Oh, wait. Whoa, that did so much damage. Okay, you should have popped the rest there. Oh, no, that's not great. You should have definitely taken your damage there. That is unfortunate. You need to click rest here and just hope he doesn't kill or something. Yeah, that's a very unfortunate EQ there. I wasn't sure on the damage. I knew Donphan would do a lot, but I expected a little less. That is very unfortunate from Josh here. Losing your Volcanion check is really rough. Now Volcanion can click Steam Eruption for free. Even afford to predict the Prim. Good play on the Ice Spinner there. Accounting for a Dragonite. Playing his part. This is a very unfortunate position for Josh. You need to go Prima here, I think. I think you need to go Prima and click Moon. Oh, yeah, or you go this. But this thing isn't going to do anything to Donphan. I think Hydro... Oh, right here on this thing. Policy here. Yeah, see, now here's the problem. You get walled by Volcanion. And now you lost your really important check to it. So this is pretty scary. Yep, Sing. This makes a lot of sense. I actually would prefer him to hit this because popping the Blunder Policy now is not great. You probably want to pop it when this is dead. So let's see what happens here. You do Sing. You do hit. Let's go. So now you could probably just go D-Knight here. Don't stay in. Please don't stay in. Please switch the fuck out. I would not click it again. Oh, this is risky. This is so risky. This is so risky. Okay. I get it, though. Oh, wow. That does so much damage. What the fuck? Wait, that does so much. Okay, never mind. Spam Moonblast. This Pokemon's a problem for you. I'm not going to lie. You just click it again. Yeah! This Pokemon is a problem for you. This Pokemon is a problem. Okay, I probably switch. Oh, you probably should have went Tarat, like, earlier, though. I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. Unfortunately, rocks are up. That really sucks, actually. Because you're not boots on Tarat. That's quite unfortunate. I have a feeling Volcanion's gonna wake up here, and that's what scares me. But Sludge Wave is a pretty decent play, I would say, here. See, I'm just straight up vibing here. Yeah, this is definitely a tough turn here. Yeah. Mitch. Shout out Mitch, by the way. Shout out Mitch. We are going to see the Terapagos. You know, Josh, you need a nickname on these Pokemon after me, man. Like, where's the Zachmander on your team, man? I mean, Sqeaks got the Marvel nickname. You know, you got to add Zachmander to your nickname teams, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Does he wake up? Okay, he does stay asleep. That is really good here. Now you can pop in Earth Power here. Meteor Beam is a little risky. I would probably pop the Earth Power first. He is either going to go Kilo here. He could go Kilo, but I really think that's too risky. I mean, okay, if you catch a Kilo here, then good on you, for sure. But I would probably just go Toxicroak here. I'll be honest. Toxicroak seems okay here. Especially from Shuka on that Croak. I would probably go Croak here. This may have been a little early to pop this. But I definitely do understand the play. This is a good position for Josh. Josh has the opportunity to deal heavy damage here. I'm not sure what Sqeaks will do here. There's not a lot of options, I'll be honest. You definitely don't sack this. You probably go into... I mean, Zoroark doesn't even seem amazing here, but you probably just go to Toxicroak, no? Vision. That's Zoroark, right? Or Moon. Wait, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, this is definitely an aggressive switch. And that is the real Roaring Moon. Booster energy. Is this booster attack or booster speed? That is booster attack. This is a real huge turn for Josh here. Imagine if he clicked Dazzle Razzle here. That would have been insane. But no, this makes sense. This is definitely eating this. The Power Herb does pop. This is really cool tech. But now you're a little screwed by the Kilo here. This can do a decent chunk. Wow, that does so much more than I expected. Okay, you just click Dazzle here. Don't click Meteor Beam again. You just click Dazzle. Even if you go... Because what Sqeaks is going to do is either going to go into a Fairy Resist or he's just gonna take his chip here. Now, Roy Moon did seem pretty good here, but I definitely do see the vision, the vision of sacking this one because the Moon's pretty low. I don't know if it can really afford to do too much more. I'm not sure exactly what Sqeaks was expecting. I mean, obviously Earth Power wouldn't have done as much as that, right? Yeah, he just takes a chip. That's gonna do a lot, yeah. So, Kilo can definitely revenge now. So, or Zorak too. But you go Kilo here, I think. Kilo just seems very free here. In general. Yeah, with Josh losing his Claude, that Volcanion is going to be really hard to break. And if you sack to Rop here, you're really losing a lot. So this is definitely a very difficult turn. So, yeah, Scizor you want to keep, because Terra Water, Terra Blast is going to fuck up that Dawn Fan. You definitely want to break that Sturdy. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you just broke that Sturdy, then you would have been in a lot better place. Black Widow. Have we seen this yet? That is Toxicroak. See, look at me. This is definitely vacuum waving you. Or it's just faster. Do you save to Rop here? That's definitely hard. You can't sack Shifu. I think you need Scizor here. I think you want Prima's health. I think you have to let this go, which is very unfortunate. And the thing is, Croak has kind of done his job here, so if you sack to Rop, you keep your D-Knight, you keep your Prima. I feel like these other 4 Pokemon can win the game. One of the Urshi's checks is gone, by the way. The Roy Moon. I mean, it's just outspeeds, right? So, but you also need to get rid of Kilo. I do think that sacking to Rop is your play here. I think you want Scizor for the Dawn Fan. This isn't really doing much without the Power Herb boost. It's a good check to Zoroark, I guess, but with how low it is now, Hyper Voice just kind of clicks. In general, Hyper Voice just clicks into this team, so I would just, it doesn't really matter if you're dying here anyway. You could click Dazzle to protect Terra, Earth Power. I don't think it really matters here. Yeah, it just CCs, yeah. He could be Scarf. I think it's a speed tie between these two. I think they're both 85 base speed. I mean, I am assuming that Josh isn't max speed, but it's a potential that it's Choice Scarf, the way Sqeaks is playing this. So here you just go D-Knight, I would think. But D-Knight doesn't know speed. You could also go, yeah, I think you have to go D-Knight here and just Dragon Dance. I mean, you don't really have any other plays here. That's unfortunate. The rocks are up. You might actually be forced to EQ here. Yeah, Scizor does also make sense. If Bullet Punch, yeah, Bullet Punch will do a lot to this thing. Yeah, never mind. This makes a lot of sense. Because if Donphans to swap in, you just Bullet Punch always. As long as you don't die to Helmet, I think you're fine. You just Bullet Punch. You don't need to, well, yeah, you don't need to Terra. This is a very unfortunate position, though, as if this, I mean, he doesn't need this anymore. Unless, for what's it called? Dragonite, I guess, but I mean, this is actually pretty valuable speed tier here, actually. You might want to keep this. So if you go into Donphan, you're going to Bullet Punch. Oh, is he Choice Band? Oh, no, that's not good. Because if he goes Donphan here on the Bullet Punch and your Choice Band, then you click the Terra Blast. You can't click Terra Blast. So, and this is Dry Skin. So, he has 2 water immunities on this team. So, it is pretty tough. Yeah, this Toxicroak is definitely a very strong bring here. I'm sleeping on this bond. Toxicroak, Croakinator. He does switch. Yeah, I feel like he's Scarf. I'm getting Scarf vibes. Falcon, that is Kilo. Wow, okay, that was a very aggressive switch. You probably get a Terra Water there. That was very aggressive. I would have probably went Dolphin there. Wow, that was a very good switch. Oh my god, that's Choice Man. That did so much damage. That did like exactly 50. You could risk the roll here. Not sure if you want to. Okay, you go for it. Fair enough. You do see that does 50, so click it again. Why not, right? I mean, Scizor is kind of out of juice here. And this being dead will help Ursh. So, honestly, you're set up for that Ursh endgame. Oh, that's unfortunate. Low roll there. Thunderbolt. This just nuke this thing. That is unfortunate. Now, you don't Sucker Punch at Ursh, which really sucks. I think you have to go Dragonite here. I mean, that's your only play. This Kilo can't Terra. So, that's good. But I feel like it's one or done here with this Mon, with this Dragonite here. You have to aim for the Ursh endgame at this point. But that Toxicroak is going to be stopping it. This is unfortunate because Donphan's still up. Donphan is just going to Ice Shard you. I think you have the D-Dance. I don't know if there's really any out. Yeah, that's fair. I think you had to DD there, though. I think you're really behind. Because you can just go Donphan here. I think Donphan is the freest swap in here. Keep Kilo around for the speed tier. I think keeping Kilo as a sack is a smart play here. If I'm Sqeaks, I'm swapping to Donphan. But yeah, you're in a pretty bad position here. Donphan can just Ice Shard this guy. You're weakness policy, which is nice. Okay, he does just sack this. Okay, fair enough. Protecting the DD. Fair enough. I probably would have went Donphan though. But I guess it depends on the build, right? But now you definitely go Donphan here. You could also go Zoroark too. Like, you should go something faster. Which is really unfortunate. This bird is dead though. Helps Urshi here. I think you should have kept Kilo for the Urshi though. Keeping it in check with a Hurricane or an Air Slash. Or a T-Bolt. Or even just predicting Sucker Punches. Obviously, I'm not sure on the Kilo set here, but this is just my assumptions. Drax, that is not fan. That's what I figured would come in. And yeah, you're in a pickle here. I don't think you can afford to keep... can you? I mean, if you get DD off, you're in a huge position. This could also be Zoroark, too. So, you're in a 50-50, where you don't know what the man is. I think you just have to... You can't E-Speed here. I think you have to Ice Spinner or Earthquake. Because it's either going to be Zoroark and it's going to one-shot you, or it's going to be Donphan, it's going to Ice Shard you. So I think you Ice Spinner here. You get the most damage you can. You can see if you E-Speed into the Ghost type, you're cooked. I mean, you could swap it to Brim here, but yeah. I mean, it's fair, but I think this could be Zoroark. I think this is very likely that it's a Zoroark here. I'm getting that vibe that Zoroark has Zui's choice specs, and it's Click and Hyper Voice. Especially on an E-Speed type mon, yeah, it seems like a fair play. If this is the real Donphan, though, it's just Click an Earthquake. Or Click an Ice Spinner, actually. What am I saying? Earthquake, Ice Spinner. Let's see. Are you Zoroark? Never mind, it is the Donphan. I mean, that also makes sense. So, yeah, Earthquake. Oh my god, that is. Is that in shard range? Maybe. I don't know. My mental calcs say yes, but you're in a position now where you're kind of fucked. So, yeah, you gotta go for the Hydro here. He's probably gonna Ice Shard. Oh, no, he's gonna switch. He's gonna sack. Oh, no. He's gonna go for Canyon. Oh, you're cooked. Uh-oh. You should have clicked Moonblast. Uh-oh. And now you're healing him up. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, you're in a bind here. I think you had to... Oh, I don't know. That was a tough turn there. Wait, he clicked EQ. If you just stayed him with Dragonite. Wait. Wait a minute. If you just Dragon Dance there. Oh my god. You have to sack Prim here. You don't switch. You gotta sack your Prim. Click Blizzard and hope you can freeze him or something. That's yeah. This is very unfortunate. Really cool set though. But you're in a position here where you're kind of cooked. This is looking very grim. Yeah, see, my problem is you're kind of pivoting, and then this is taking rocks, and you're basically just putting this into Ice Shard range. And even if this Volcanion stays asleep for the other turn, he can either sack this if he doesn't care about differential, or he just goes Donphan. Yep, and this clicking move. Yep, Steam Eruption. That is doing a lot. Yeah, and now you can't switch in anymore. Okay, luckily you don't get burned. You have to click EQ here. Yeah, I mean, there's no EQ... Well, okay, there's Donphan, but... You're in a position now where you're kind of screwed. Yeah, this is definitely rough. The 2 Water Absorb mons definitely didn't help, and losing your Claude early definitely messed you up a little bit there. But yeah, I don't know if it's winnable, but hey, I believe. I believe in Dr. D-Knight. Dr. D-Knight is the GOAT, after all. So, we'll see what this mon can cook up today. That's gonna be exciting. Come on, let's go. 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 Man, Sqeaks is really locking in, bro. Yeah, this is not killing. Yeah, Volcanion's so tanky, dude. Yep. Sludge Bomb, so you don't miss. Does Volcanion just win? Yeah, I think so. Does Volk win? Actually, no. Oh, but Rocks. Ooh. That sucks. I think what you needed to do was either put something to sleep so Ursh can sit up on it. Yeah, Prim's cooked. And with the Volcanion still alive, yeah, I think you needed a Dragon Dance. Especially since he Earthquake there, which was kind of a crazy predict. Maybe that's wrong to not Dragon Dance there, but I felt like that was your only out. Mitch, click Blizzard. Come on, go for the move. Come on, go for the freeze. Yeah, it's your only out. Come on, you gotta get the freeze, and then you gotta spam Dragon Dance on that Dragonite. Come on, I believe in you. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's get that freeze. Come on. Oh. Come on, Sqeaks. You're supposed to get frozen. Wait, does it? Steam eruption thaw you? I don't know. I think it does something. I don't know. Man, you got to froze this guy? Come on. But at this point, you just got a sword stance, I think. I legitimately think you have the sword stance and Trailblaze. I think that Toxic Croak is Scarf. I mean, you could also claim your kill here. You're in a pickle. You're in a pickle. Basically, to win, you gotta Trailblaze and Sword Stance, I think. You need to SD for the damage on Toxic Croak and on the other guy, and you need Trailblaze for the speed. I think Josh realizes this. He clicks Trailblaze here. This should kill. Oh, that's great that doesn't actually. Okay. You can miss. Oh. Okay. Don't kill. Nah. GG's, man. Like I'm playing the game. GG's to both sides. Oh, that was a tough game. Yeah, though Sqeaks really positioned himself very well, and Sqeaks had a lot of counters to your team. So yeah, that's it for the video. That's it for Josh's battle. My thoughts are that yeah, it was a very difficult battle for Josh. I think that Sqeaks really played his pieces well. That earthquake play was crazy though. Wow. You click ice shard. I would have clicked ice shard there. I don't know. Sqeaks is the GOAT. So, but yeah, that is the CMM Week 8 from Josh. Shoutouts to him again for inviting me on, aka telling me to do this. So yeah, please like and subscribe on this video. Sub to Josh, please. He's freaking awesome. And if you want to check me out, Zachmander is the YouTube channel. The channel link will be somewhere in your dreams or something. I don't know. Or just Google it. Not Google it. Go on the YouTube. Search up Zachmander. And you'll see that I also played in this league. And you'll see me having uploads for this league too. So if you want to check me out, you want to see how bad I am at Pokemon, then then you can watch me. And if you want to watch good Pokemon gameplay, stay on this channel, please. Don't leave. But yeah, with that out the way, guys, that's it for today. Shouts to Josh again. Maybe I'll come back. I don't know. I got hired for today. So hopefully my rating goes up. I currently have a 4.8 star review on Yelp. So hopefully it goes up to 4.9. That's kind of my goal. So yeah, with that out the way, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Or, well, I won't be seeing y'all. You'll be seeing Josh in the next video. So yeah, peak content from the GOAT himself. So yeah, shouts to him for inviting me on. And yeah, guys, I'll see you all on my channel, or you'll hear Josh be talking instead of me. Peace out, guys.